I'm Alix LeMay with Simply LeMay, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a really quick and easy, what we call a messy bow. So I have here 5 strips of 1 yard of ribbon. So you can use all the same ribbon, or you can do different coordinating patterns and colors. So our first ribbon we have is just this tweed pattern in red. It's got some green in it. It's got some natural in it. The next ribbon that we have is a red and black buffalo check. Then we have some beautiful cardinals with on a snowy branch. Then we have a coordinating snowy branch with berries on it. And then we have just a simple red ribbon that's gonna finish it off. So the first thing we're gonna do is we want our base layer of ribbon. So I'm gonna go with the bold buffalo plaid. That's gonna make a good base because it's gonna pull forward. So a lot of times if you take your boldest print or plaid and put that in the back, you're gonna see that it, despite all the layers that are on top of it. So the first thing we're gonna do is, the other things you're gonna need is either a zip tie or a pipe cleaner. I'm gonna use one of each, but you could use 2 pipe cleaners or 2 zip ties if you wanted. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure out about a 6-inch tail. So, and then I'm gonna pinch that together. So it looks like that. And then we are going to give that one twist. And then I want about a 6-inch loop. So again, I'm going to measure about 6 inches, fold that back. And then what we're going to do is we're going to kind of gather that together. Then one more time, we are going to twist. And then we're going to make another 6-inch loop. You can use that tail to measure. You're going to have about 1 foot left if you did exactly a yard. So that's going to make your first layer of that bow. So you have 2 tails and 2 loops. Now, what we're going to use is just a simple chip clip. You could use a smaller clip. There's also these clips you can get at the Dollar Tree. And we're just going to clip that right in the middle, or you could use your chip clip to clip that right in the middle, just like that. And so there's our first layer. We're going to set that one aside, and we're going to do the exact same thing with the next layer. The next layer I'm going to use is the tweed. So again, 6 inches. I'm going to twist. Come back 6 inches. Measure that. 6 inches. Twist, and then come back. You're just going to line all that up. You're going to gather that. Make sure that's gathered. And then we're going to put that on our chip clip right on top. We're just going to stack these 2 together and then chip clip it together. So now we have that. Now we're going to go in with our cardinals. Again, we're going to do 6 inches. Twist. 6 inches. Come back. Make sure that measures 6 inches. Yep. Twist, and you'll find some ribbon is thicker, some is not quite as thick. So here we're going to gather that back in. You're going to have 2 tails. 2 tails and There's the right side of the ribbon. 2 tails and 2 loops. Again, we're going to just take that out of the chip clip. I'm going to put this right on top. Oh, I put it on upside down. Don't do that. Make sure your tails are in the right direction. And then we're going to chip clip it all back together. Now we have our last 2 ribbons. We're going to do the berries next. 6 inches. Twist. Come back. Measure that at 6 inches. It's a little short. 6 inches. Come back. And we're going to gather all that together. Again, you're going to have the 2 loops, 2 tails. We're going to put this right on top of your cardinals. And then I'm going to show you another way you could do this with just this one piece of ribbon. So the other way you can do it is make your 2 tails and make sure that everything is even. So you're actually having it, you're going to put it upside down, then you're going to fold the 2 sides in. You want your tails and your loops to be about the same size. Then you're going to find that middle and then just gather right up that middle, and you got the same exact thing going on right there. And now we're going to unclip it, and we're going to stack it in there. So now we're going to straighten out all these stacks so they're nice in the middle. And I am going to use the zip tie, and I'm going to feed that behind my hand just like that. Make sure you have it going in the right direction. Then I'm just going to pull that through. I always use a longer one than I need just because it's a little easier to handle. But now we're not going to tighten it all the way up. We're going to tighten it right to about there. It's tight that it can hold the bow. But here's where you want to do your fluffing. So we're gonna take each one of these, and we're gonna bring our loops and our tails in opposite directions. Now you can do it from the bottom. That a lot of people prefer to do it from the bottom. There's another one. We lost our twist on this one. So because it's still loose, we can get that twist back. So bottom, one tail to the bottom, one tail to the top, one loop to the bottom, one loop to the top. And we're going to do that on each layer in opposites. So this one I had a tail going to the top. This one I'm going to have a loop going to the top, and the tail goes down. This one, tail to the top, loop to the bottom. So we're just going to take each layer. So this one is a directional ribbon. So I want to make sure that it's right side up. So my cardinals, my loop is going up, my tail's going down, and that way my cardinals are going in the right direction. Same with this. This is going to be the exception because we are going to get our cardinals to go up. And we're going to, these ones, the cardinals are coming down. Same thing with the berries. Do it the opposite. Then the solid doesn't matter which way it goes. But now that you have it all going in the right direction, you can tighten that before you do your final If any sides are bigger than the other, you can adjust that because your zip tie is still loose. Everything going correctly here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to feed whatever you're going to attach with through the pipe cleaner, because again, that pipe cleaner is still loose. So you can feed this right through the back. And that's going to be your attachment. You could put a pine tie on here if you're going to put it on a wreath. You could put ribbon through there if you're going to wrap it around a present. It's up to you however you want to do that. And now we're going to tighten that up and we're going to trim it. And now you can really, really get in there and fluff it. Put your fingers through each bow. And then we still have to cut our tails. Give them a nice dovetail. So now, to get the dovetail, you are going to take the pieces of ribbon, the two edges, you're going to bring them together, and then we're going to cut on an angle, just like that. Now we have a really nice finished end piece to that ribbon tail. Once again, make sure you're using sharp scissors with wired ribbon. So all these tails, we're doing the exact same thing. Just cutting it with an angle. As one of my friends likes to say, fold it like a taco and cut to the sunshine. Another one. Now you can dovetail your ends before you make your bow. It's just a personal preference. Last one, I think. We shall check. All right, I think we got them all. And there is your beautiful bow. You can use on a present or whatever you'd like. Hope you enjoyed this video. You can follow me on social media. I am Simply LaMaid on all media, and I will drop the links in the bottom of the video.